Welcome to day number 8 of Grow Your Own Food Challenge. Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of what I've done in the veggie garden yesterday afternoon. Basically, I've got this trellis in place and I'm moving the mulch away from the trellis and putting in a bit of soil. And then I had to dig out some snow peas which I had in a veggie garden that I sort of put in the wrong spot. And then I transplanted those snow peas in beside the trellis and I watered them in. I don't really endorse transplanting snow peas from one veggie garden to another, but basically I planted them in the wrong spot, and it wasn't until I put that veggie garden in I realized, hey, that's in the wrong spot, let's transplant them. Whether they survive, I'm not sure, but I thought I'll transplant them and give them a go. That's a bit of a quick update with the veggie garden. I'm going to be showing you more over the next few weeks. Today, I want to show you my rabbit setup. I've got 6 cages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this in the middle is my feed bin. So I try and make things quite efficient. My setup's quite simple. I've got 6 coops. I've got 1 male, I've got 4 females, and one of the coop is a grow out coop. So when I join all the females with the male at roughly the same time, I might do it over 4 days, 1 female a day over 4 days. They're pregnant for about 30 days. So 30 days after I join them, they start giving birth. And then when I come to wean the babies, they're all the same age, so then they can all go into the grower coop. Okay, so with my rabbit cages, I've had various different variations over the years. This one is the one we've come to love. This is 1.2 meters wide, 2.4 meters long. It's got a slatted floor so the rabbits can still get to the grass and they can still eat. I've got a 10-litre water container in the corner, and I've put the PVC round the side just so they can get out of the wind, but there's still a lot of airflow. I've got my feeder in this side, which is a 100mm PVC pipe, and the lid is plywood. So when the sun is directly overhead, they're in full shade. The other things I've got in the coop are these plastic shelves, so the rabbits can jump up there. They can hide underneath. It's all pretty cool. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up view of some of the features. Look at this little bunny just having a bit of a nibble on some grass there. And that's the cool thing about this, because it's got a slatted floor, not a mesh floor, they can get really good access to the grass. It's just munching away on a bit of grass there. So you can see here, see how much grass is coming through, because the direction of the slats are the same direction that we pull it. When they come to nest, we just get a grass catcher and the mum goes in there and makes her nest. This here is the feeder, so this is a 100mm pipe. You can use 90mm pipe, but I find the bigger openings just better because I can use a massive feed scoop, and 2 huge feed scoops will fill that whole thing up. There's the water container, and we've got a little drinker on there, and we've now got different types of drinkers that go straight into the side of the container. I'll show you one of those now. So over here we've got a little nipple drinker that goes in the side of the container, and the rabbits can drink from that. They're all just munching on a bit of grass. Happy little bunnies, that's what you want to see. Okay, the breed of rabbits I have are New Zealand White Cross Californian. So this is the male. I'm not sure, he might weigh sort of 5 kilos or something. So he's a Californian cross New Zealand White. Apparently, these aren't a large breed, it's what they call a medium breed. So you obviously have your little breeds, and probably under the little breeds you have your minis and your dwarfs and whatever. You've got large breeds that get like, I don't know, crazy 7, 8 kilos, but they're not as fast growing. So this is what they refer to as a medium breed, and they're reasonably fast growing. So you could process this breed at about 12 weeks of age, and I'm not sure the actual dressed weight, it might be 1.6 to 2 kilos sort of rabbit. Yeah, and I find them pretty good. So this is Larry. They're pretty happy, contented animals. Okay, breeding rabbits is quite easy. The male is pretty active, so you put the female in there and within 30 seconds the male is doing his business. And to know if there's been a successful mate, the male sort of like falls off the female. That's probably the best way I can explain it. Here's a little bit of footage here of the male falling off the female. When I put a female in, I normally leave her in there and let him sort of so-called fall off about 3 times. So sort of 3 successful matings, if you could call it that. And yeah, so it's not like other animals where you put the male and female together for a few months or something. You literally get the female out of her cage, take her to the male's cage, and put them in together, and normally within about 60 seconds he's sort of mated her probably 3 times, and then you pick up the female and take her back to her cage, and I normally just make a note of that, of like what female was joined with the male at what date. That way I know when we've got new baby rabbits coming. So